Alright folks, my father and I successfully took apart the transmission to my 2006 Subaru Legacy GT 2.5L. This is the transmission gearbox right here. As you can see, that's throwout bearing looks really freaking messed up. I mean, Jesus Christ. That's about 4 years of rampage, and that looks like a lot of metallic residue there, which is most likely from me messing around with the clutch a little too much. This is amazing for my eyes. This is we actually used a regular jack, no straps, no nothing. So this is actually pretty nice. Actually, really amazing that we were able to lower and do everything like this with just a regular jack. No problem so far. We were able to get. Took us about 2 days because of the lack of tools in some cases, which I won't talk about. My dad knows. And these are the drive shafts, the half shafts right here that we had to take off. As you can see, came off pretty easily. This here, to my glory and amazement, is my pressure plate. Clutch right behind it, and the flywheel. We are going to disassemble this. As you can see, there are a series of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 7, I'll say 5 to 7 bolts we have to take off of the pressure plate, which go directly into the flywheel. And once we take that off, we're going to we will fully inspect this clutch and see what is going on. It is slipping, so there obviously is some permanent damage there. We'll have to replace it regardless, but we're going to see if in fact I will have to replace the flywheel and or pressure plate. If I do, I will most likely, and by most likely I mean I will, get an upgraded clutch, flywheel, and pressure plate. And I'm probably going to go for a stage 1 or a stage 2 to sort of be able to support up to about 300 or so foot-pounds of torque. Reason for that is because, you know, I do have a tendency to let the clutch down a little hard, and to try and get the wheels to spin. So I want to be able to have that performance side of the clutch functionality, and as well as being able to do whatever I want to do in the snow and whatnot, and be able to support the power. This Subaru at the crank, which is right here, at this baby right here, will support, or will put out 250 horsepower and 250 foot-pounds of torque. I believe the horsepower gets put out at 5,600 RPM, and the torque gets put out at 4,200 RPM. Between 42 and 4,500 RPM is the maximum, 250 foot-pounds of torque and 250 horsepower. So this is actually pretty amazing. I will continue to take pictures as I go on of just the parts in general. I will not do the actual disassembly of the clutch system. But as you can see, we did remove the starter, as well as the turbo, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I've never actually seen the inside of a turbo in my life, so that's actually was a really good point to do this as well. So this is actually figuring out that how long it actually took me to do this. It took me and my father to do this, mainly me. Haha, props. If I ever want to change the turbo, if I want to do anything, I can definitely see myself doing the work myself. This is once again, this is taking the cost out of the dealer, or out from taking it to a shop where they will charge you, and I will tell you right now, they will charge you a minimum $700 for a clutch job. Not to mention, you know, depending on what kind of clutch you're going to be putting in, but an OEM clutch with the labor that they're going to do for you, it's going to be about $700 to $800. So as you can see here, this is the flywheel out here with the ridges. In between there is the clutch, and right here is the pressure plate. And as I said, I'm going to start taking this apart. Alright, take care.